Hello everybody, and this is Bryan, OffCourse, and we are back in Subnautica 1.0 Hardcore. Now, we have a slight problem. Because excuse me, I'm going to put that away for now. Because today, we are going to make the Cyclops. But, to make the Cyclops, you have to put the mobile vehicle bay. Oh, I still don't have enough space. The mobile vehicle bay in deeper water because the Cyclops is quite large, and so it just takes up more space. That should be plenty of space for the Cyclops. For the mobile vehicle bay, sorry. I wish I could put the Cyclops in my pocket. That would be awesome. Yes. And unfortunately now we have to just swim. So you can't, that's one good thing about having the base near that volcano, because you are near this red area here, and it's pretty deep. So you should be able to shouldn't have to come out very far, but somewhat far. And then that should be, I would hope, deep enough to make the Cyclops. We will see. It will let us know whether or not it can. Yeah, it is.
New blueprint acquired. Be advised, the Cyclops is designed to be operated by a 3-person crew. Only experienced helmspeople should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo.
Oh, it's so cool. Look how big it is. Sploosh. Okay. We technically won't need you anymore, mobile vehicle bay. Hopefully, we won't need you anymore. Look at how big that thing is. Look at just how huge it is. It is just, and it's really, they've done really cool. You used to be able to look in, obviously, because it was always this big front. But you didn't used to be able to see like all these displays and stuff from the outside looking in. It's really neat. So the entrance is down here. Bloop. No, get in.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Why, thank you. So you have a pressure door here. Oh, I thought you could close this door. I guess not. You have a whole thing of storage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So plenty of storage. We're going to still put more storage in this thing because you can. This is actually where you can dock the sea moth or the prawn, and this will open up underneath and then you can get out, and this door does actually close in case you start to have flooding, so you can isolate sections of the ship. This is just a back entrance. You can't really put anything in here. I don't think there's enough space on the walls. Maybe you could put some stuff, but it'd be far away and it'd be kind of hard to get to. You climb this ladder here. There's one on each side, obviously. This is the actual motor right here. Here's your power cells. You have 3 on this side. You have 3 on the other side. This is the upgrade panel. We actually did pick up our engine efficiency module. There we go. Engine efficiency 300%. That's much better. You have fire extinguishers scattered throughout the ship because your Cyclops can actually now catch fire. So you would have to put out the fires. Of course, you have a door here, again, for keeping the leaks in. And then, of course, you have... Oh, this is just Cyclops upgrade fabricator, isn't it? Oh, I didn't actually want to make that, but okay. Oh, and I can make the depth module. It's alright, I can make another repair tool. So this is all just stuff for the Cyclops. So we already have that. We have that. We have that one. What we really want is that one. But we don't have that one. I never really bothered with the sonar as well. The decoy upgrade, we might actually get that. And that is very good, but we have no access to kyanite yet. So, and of course you can load a decoy tube in here. We're actually going to go ahead and get the upgrade in just a second, but first we're going to put in our depth module and repair tool. The repair tool's kind of cool. It just means that you don't have to worry about when you dock it, it'll repair whatever for you, so you don't have to do it yourself. So it's convenient. So you can close these doors. This displays if you have a vehicle docked. It will tell you what it is, what percentage of power it's at. It'll also let you access its inventory from the screen. This is just a little chamber we're going to put stuff in. Don't you worry. This actually is your life. So this is the life of the Cyclops. And then it will tell you, like, for instance, if you have damage somewhere, it will show up on this display so you know where to go to put out a fire or fix a leak, is usually outside. And this is just your overall health. Over here you have internal lights. You can make it darker, which can be nice, especially if it's somewhere cool and you want to be able to see out. And then this is actually probably easier to see. Might not be so easy to see now, but you can turn off the outside lights as well. So, and over here, well, that's weird. Okay, there it goes. Yes, you can change the name and the color. So I think the base color needs to be not white. We don't want white. Yeah, orange is good. And then what kind of stripe do we want? Blue stripe? Yeah, and I definitely don't want green. Yeah, there you go. Done. Yeah, and if we get out, you'll be able to see it now. So this is where you actually pilot the sub. This right here is a display of, for instance, if you see there's things that are going to attack the Cyclops, possibly, you will actually see it on here like a little dot. Right? It'll show you where it is in relation to the Cyclops, so you know what's happening. Obviously, as you can see, you have compass. There's your depth. 19 meters out of 900. There's how much power you have, 100. You'd be able to fire a torpedo from here. You can rig for silent running, so because the Cyclops makes a lot of noise, it will actually attract things like Reaper Leviathans, the big stuff. It'll actually attract smaller stuff as well, like not sand sharks, but bone sharks will attack. But so will amp eels. But obviously, compared to like a Reaper Leviathan, they do very little damage, so you don't really need to worry about them. While you are driving, you can also drive with these cameras. So this is the keel, and if you look down, I can't show it to you. If you look down the bottom right-hand side, you'll see the yellow arrows moving. So this is the front of the Cyclops, and then this is looking around the Cyclops, like so. So this is the camera on the bottom. And as you can see, if you do the mouse wheel, you can toggle through. So this is the camera on the top, the conning tower. Again, you can look all the way around. And then if you do it again, you can actually have the one that is in the back of the Cyclops. And it's looking forward. So I usually like to leave this one like this, because now it's looking backwards. So it's always pointing behind me. That way I can quickly look behind me by just switching cameras. And then you just press escape to get out of it. Oh, and there are lights, as you can see. Toggle camera. Let's see. So you see there's the underbelly. Oh, dang it, I did the wrong button. So that's a little bit of light, no light, bright light. Just like that. And so, yeah, silent running is you can run silent for a little while. Not forever. So if you really want to like run away from like a Reaper Leviathan, needless to say, the Cyclops is not very fast. So if you can put it in like overdrive mode, basically, which uses up lots of power, but you can go pretty fast. If you do like silent running, then it won't attack you. Now I have observed, at least the last time I played, that if you park the Cyclops, say near Reaper Leviathan, but you're not making any noise, so like the engine isn't online, and you're not moving or anything, you're just sitting like this. And this actually, as you can see, the plus bar gives you your health, and the bottom bar is actually the amount of sound you're making. So as you can see right now, it's empty, so we're making no sound. So if you're sitting here like this, the Reaper Leviathan will not bother with the Cyclops. It just basically doesn't think it's just not there as far as the Reaper Leviathan is concerned. It won't attack. It might run into you on occasion, just by accident, you know, just because you're in the same space, but it won't actually damage the Cyclops. It can damage it if it does push you, like, onto the ground or, like, into the side of a mountain, right? Then it would damage it. But if you start to move or whatever and make noise, then the Cyclops will actually attack, the Reaper Leviathan will attack the Cyclops, and it can do damage. And it can do a lot of damage, actually. You can actually, they can actually hit it so that it rolls over. So you're upside down, and you're walking along the ceiling, and so forth. And, you know, they can cause fires to break out if they continue to do damage to it, and so forth. And eventually it could, you know, you could lose the Cyclops. It is possible. But the Cyclops has quite a bit of life, so that's why the creature decoy torpedoes are so necessary, because if nothing else, you would want to shoot one off and then just run away. So, unless, of course, you want to get out and fight the Reaper Leviathan by hand. So, but anyway, so you can just turn it on there, and then once it actually powers up, I'll show you guys. So, you make noise. See, you make noise just with the engine running. This is on normal speed, so we can put it on slow. So we make less noise than we are. But see, even moving, even slow, it's still a lot of noise. So if you put it on standard, you can go much faster. The noise is much greater, though. Look how much noise we're generating. It's a lot of noise. And if you put it on emergency speed, as you can see. See, loads of noise. Lots of noise. So usually it's best to just go on slow. I usually find it just best to go on slow. You go slower, yes, but you make a lot less noise, and so you draw a lot less attention, and it's just easier. It's as simple as that. And then, of course, you can just turn off the engine. Then let go. Now, the great thing about the Cyclops, it is a mobile base. So we are going to fill this place up. And I'm going to show you some of the stuff we're going to put in right now. For instance, we have no titanium. Okay, well, first we're going to go get some titanium. Actually, I should be able to make... let me see. No, not that. Nope, I need titanium. Yeah, okay, we're going to need more titanium. I have loads of titanium. Oh, actually, what am I doing? Yeah, I can pull closer. We can actually drive the Cyclops closer to the base. Of course, needless to say, the Cyclops is, it's a big, giant, huge thing, so it takes a bit of, you have to be careful with it, right? It's not, and you can drive while you use these cameras, as you can see me turning. And it's just WASD to move around, same as always. Use spacebar to raise up, and C key to sink. So there you go. And then your standard WASD to move around. That should be good. Then turn you off. Now I'm pretty sure the lights, having the lights on inside, does not drain any power. Obviously, if you dock the prawn suit or the sea moth to the Cyclops, it will recharge their batteries, but it will by emptying its batteries. So that kind of sucks. But it has a lot of power, so it can last for a while. Okay, let's get some titanium now. I should have loads of titanium. I actually want to get this and this back, thank you. And this. And grab a couple more pieces. And then I'm going to actually just go out and let go of you, Mobile Vehicle Bay. I don't really need you. Hopefully we won't need to be making anything else, but there you go. Hopefully. Hopefully we will never have to make another Cyclops again. Not that it was very hard to make a Cyclops. I'll show you guys. Well, you probably know it already, but 3 plasteel ingots, enameled glass, lubricant lead, advanced wiring kit. So it's not really hard to make. So it's not that bad. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I have no space. Yes, I do have space, actually. Because I can put away that one. Ha ha ha! So yes, I always make extensive modifications to my Cyclops. Ooh, look at that. Haha, it's so good. I'll show you one of the first ones that we're going to do right now. That is one of the biggest ones you'll ever do. And there is space for it, and you can totally do it. And that is to put in an indoor grow bed. And I usually put it in here so I can move around it from either side, go around it, and I can still get to the decoy tubes. Needless to say, having your veggies on hand makes life so much easier in regards to, you don't have to worry about food and water. I always like putting a bed in as well. Am I in the way? Is that what it is? Yes, I'm in the way. How hard is this going to be to rotate? You're going to be hard to rotate, aren't you? No, not too terribly hard to rotate. Okay. That was something running into the Cyclops. So, if you have a bed and you are out somewhere, ooh, wow, you really are really far out. Do I have to have you that far out? I'm in the way again. And obviously I don't like having it out this way because then it really sticks into the corridor and it's a pain to get around. So I usually always do it like this. Yeah, as far over as you can get, that's what I want. Yeah. So there you go. So it still does a little bit get in the way. It's a little annoying, but it's so good when you're out. Because then if it's really dark and you just can't see anything, it's just a pain. Then you can go sleep and then it's daytime. You can close this door as well, of course. This is also a pressure door to keep the flooding contained. And obviously, as you can see, it does not get in the way of the bed. And we can just still walk through. So down here, we're going to put in right next to this, we're going to put in a fabricator. And that way we can always make more stuff while we're out and about. It is so good because it's wall mounted. That's why it's so good. Now up here, usually over, oh, no, I need that. I will go ahead and put a radio up because that way we can get radio messages while we're out and about, just so we can get radio messages. Actually, I should be able to put that on the wall. Yeah, I can put that in here. Unfortunately, it does do that. You see how it has that gap? While you can build on it, actually, you know what? I wonder if it'll look better if I put it on this wall. It's still a bit of a gap, as you can see. It's floating quite a lot, but, you know, such is life. We are going to eventually put in both a battery charger and a power cell charger into here, because eventually we will get a module, which I will show you guys, that will allow the Cyclops to recharge if it's near a thermal vent. Which means that you can recharge all of your batteries and everything while you're out and about. Now, we're also going to put in a modification station as well. I discovered this my last playthrough because I got upgrades to stuff, and I would have had to come all the way back to base to make the upgrades. Actually, if I can I put it here? I don't think I can put it here because there's no space. There's not enough footprint down there. I could put it there, but I'm pretty sure that's really far from the wall. Okay. Well, I can get around it, but I don't like it. I'm going to put it in here. Simply because I won't have to worry about going around it as much. Yeah, there you go. Let's see, what else can I make? I don't know if I have enough. Yeah, I can do a couple of wall lockers as well. Usually I do the wall lockers like so. I just, as far over as I go. And I fill this wall with wall lockers. That way I can carry loads of stuff. Loads of stuff. Right now we're going to go get some seeds, though. So we can go ahead and get the grow beds inside the Cyclops growing. So, what we're going to do is go ahead and do 3 of you.
Vital signs stabilized.
I know. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And then we're going to come over here. Replant one of you. There we go. There, a couple of you. 2 of them. And then more of them. Oh, and do I have any space? Well, I can get one more piece of titanium. Helps if I actually get the titanium. There we go. So yeah, in the Cyclops we're gonna have I'll show you what I normally do. It's very simple. Oops, it went by. So usually I do first aid kits in that one. I fill it with first aid kits, so I have plenty of first aid kits. And then I do water, food, batteries, and then just equipment. You know, whatever. Keys, ion cubes, you know, stuff like that. Random things, basically. We're gonna do these. Boom, 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 boom. And then there you go. We have 2 bobo trees, and then 8 marble melons. Who knows? Oh, something ran into us. It's probably, it's probably, what's his face? Him. It's probably him. Anything that runs into the Cyclops sounds huge, even if it's not. So, another one is if you go over those, the brain corals, and they're releasing the air bubbles, and you actually park the thing over it, and the air bubbles hit the underside. Oh my gosh, it makes so much noise. You figure you're being attacked by something. I swear, it's crazy. Like, oh my gosh, what is that? It's nothing. it's not literally nothing. It's just the air bubbles, but it sounds a lot louder. And then on this side, with these wall lockers, I use them. What I especially like to do is to just, that's a little bit lower, isn't it? I just take the prawn out with the drill arm in the Cyclops. Because it's still faster than walking along the bottom with the prawn. Because the prawn is so slow. So, I have no more. And I still think I made that one too low. And then that way I can go and load up on copper and load up on whatever. You know, and I can fill these lockers with stuff and then bring it back to base and then use it to build whatever. And of course, I had to do the modification station, the fabrication station. That way, if I come across cool upgrades or whatever, I can make them right here now. So there you go. Easy peasy. What we do want to do, however, is we want to definitely make this. Yes. Let's go make that. And then let's make some creature decoys. Oh, and then actually the last locker, I usually put a whole bunch of creature decoys in there. And some fish swimming through my Cyclops. No, thank you. Why is my base filled with water? What? Are you crazy? Why is it filled with water? What? Did I hit the base with the Cyclops? Is that what it was? Oh my word. Okay. Why is this not working? Huh. Well, isn't that a pain? Okay. Well, fine, whatever. I need a new repair tool. Where is it? Cave sulfur, silicon rubber, titanium. I have the cave sulfur. I have the titanium. No, let's put some of that away because I'm going to need the silicon rubber. And how do I get silicon rubber again? 2 creepvine seed clusters. Yes, that's what it is. Okay. I'm not sure. Something must have pushed the Cyclops into the base. Oh, there you go.
All systems online. Engine powering up.
I wonder what it was that was pushing us in. Ooh, look at that. I'm smashing into the base. There we go. I wonder what that was. I wonder if it was... Ooh. I wonder if it was a reef bag running into the back end of the Cyclops or something, pushing it into the base. There we go. Okay.
Engine powering down.
What do I need? Silicon rubber. If I need some of you guys, I need clusters. Thank you. Underwater base. Literally. Oh, I need the silicon rubber first. Duh. Now I need the tools. Da 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 da. So this is what happens if your base gets damaged, or if you don't have enough hit points on the base and it causes it to leak. Apparently this has been leaking for a while. As you can see, there's so much water in here that I'm swimming, but that's gone. That's all in this room because of the...
Hull integrity restored. Draining systems initiated.
There we go. There we go. And the water will slowly get drained. Your base will go back to being normal. Assuming the Cyclops doesn't get pushed into your base again and cause it to have so much damage. Jeez. Luckily, it doesn't actually hurt anything in your base, which is good. Okay. Let's go ahead and put... No. You're crafting material, aren't you? No. Put you guys away. Oh, yeah. We want to make the upgrade. So we need 2 lithium and an aerogel. So... lithium is easy. 2 lithium. We have just enough to make an aerogel. Thankfully. And what do we need to do? Actually, it might be easier to look it up on this. Is it a tool? Where is... No, equipment. No, deployable. Wiring kit and titanium. Okay. Yeah, that's fine, actually. Because the creature decoys are actually pretty good. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to have enough space. Let's go ahead and sleep. Make it daytime again. Simply so it'll be brighter and it's easier to see stuff. Big old Cyclops damaging the base. Jeez, control yourself, buddy.
Captain,
Thank you.
all systems online.
Oh, here we go again. What? Are you pushing me? Something's... Well, it keeps running into the Cyclops. Leave me alone. Yes. Thank you. I wonder if... I don't think using that crafting station. Oh, it must some, yeah. 91. It is actually lower. Let's put you in there. I actually already have a wiring kit. So now, instead of 1 decoy, we can have 5. Maha. So what we can do is, we don't have to go back to base. We can just do it here. And now we have 3 decoys to put into our creature decoy tubes. And there you go. Huh. Usually it says 3 out of 5. Whatever. Okay, whatever. Another thing I put in back here is I put in a trash can. And I put it in back there because it'll fit. It's out of the way. And again, it's just if you have too many seeds or whatever, you can get rid of it. Now, another thing I like to put in is, because this is actually glass that you can just stand on, is I like to put in a chair. Why is it not doing it? It let me put a chair in before. Yeah, you can put it in there. What do I want? An office chair or a command chair? Yeah, I think I want a command chair. But I don't want it to face me. No, I want it to face out. It's too bad you can't actually put it on the glass. But you can put it right there. And you can totally sit in it. You can come in and sit in the chair and then just look out your glass if you want. You can look down. Yeah. Because I imagine standing here piloting all the time, you start to get a little bit tired. So, you could just have a little sit down. And that way you can still look out and see stuff. And yeah. It's perfect. I love it. Which titanium do I have left? I only have 3 titanium left on me. Let's see, we've got the grow bread. We've got most of the essentials down. I will eventually put all the battery chargers in here. I don't usually like doing that now because then it would just suck off all the power I have in here, right? So until you have the ability to recharge those power cells from the heat. Oh, Lord. What is running into the Cyclops all the time? What? What is it, you creatures of the sea? There's nothing around here. What is it, you rabbit rays are running into it? It's probably rabbit rays, honestly. Making all that ruckus. It's just regular old rabbit rays. Totally. Okay, so actually I'm going to go ahead and put in one more locker at least. Yeah. And then we can't put it in anymore. Because we don't have enough. But yeah. And then usually what I do, like I said, is I like to load this thing up. You know, fill this thing with first aid kits and water and food and creature decoy tubes and all that kind of good stuff, so that when you go out, you don't have to worry about anything. You know, you can just literally, you don't have to come back to base for quite a while. You have to come back to base eventually until you get that recharge thing, because unless you're going to carry, 50 power cells, you're going to have to come back and recharge the power cells here at your base. So I'm going to make up I usually make up at least 3, so that I can replace at least 3. So, if I'm being foolish and I stay out too long and I need to get enough power to get home, then I can. So, but of course you have more space. You could put some things back here. I don't know if you could. I don't think a grow bed would fit back there. No, it's too big. But I mean, if you wanted to put like a plant pot, you could put that in there. You could put a plant pot in there with like a bobo tree, right? Or whatever. You do actually have this space down here. So, I don't know if you have enough space. You should be able to put in a locker. Actually, you could probably put in even more lockers along here, and I don't think they would even impact your ability to walk through. So you could literally just carry hundreds of stuff. You could put lockers up here, obviously. Any kind of wall-mounted stuff, you'll be good to go. So you could put these up here, I suppose. No, yeah, there you go. I don't think those actually you can plant anything in those, though. I suppose you could put stuff like this down, but in maybe the corner, kind of. But then you'd have to go around it, so it'd be kind of a pain. But you could if you wanted to. It's up to you, obviously. So yeah. So there you go. That's all the kinds of different stuff you can put in here. And of course, we could put in a vending machine somewhere up there if we wanted. You can put in shelves if you want to store stuff. This kind of stuff. You can put in a picture frame, obviously. And of course, upstairs in the, which I consider to be the bedroom. I mean, you could always take this out and put it in here. And then you could probably put a desk in here or a small table, if you wanted to make it feel more like home a little bit. Or at least a bench or, that kind of thing. You could probably easily fit a counter in there. I could put a counter in there still. So, like that. So, you can do a lot with the Cyclops. It's got a lot of space. I used to actually have 2 grow beds in here. That's how I used to do it. I decided I only really needed 1, but I used to have 1 grow bed there, and then another grow bed there, and then I would just walk down the middle. But I realized I don't really need 2 grow beds, because I don't usually, especially with the knife, once you have the heated blade, because when you're out, you can just kill fish and eat them. So, which will give you water as well. So, I usually don't need a lot of food, a lot of bobo trees, kind of thing. And they usually grow back fast enough that, you're okay. So, and again, of course, with the fabricator, if you find some salt and stuff, you can just make bleach and get water, and there you go. So, the only real limitation to the Cyclops is the power. That's it. That's the only real limitation to it. Is that you have to eventually come back and charge the batteries, because you will not be able to. You can't put a battery charger. You can't put the power cell charger in here. It's because it's charging off of the power cells to recharge more power cells. So eventually it doesn't work out. So you do have to eventually come back to your base, which has thermal power or whatever, to recharge your power cells. So you can't stay out forever until you get that like I said, that heat power thing, because then you can just park near a volcano and it can recharge your batteries for you, and then you don't have to come back to base ever. You could live on the Cyclops forever if you wanted to. Of course, you can't make modifications to the vehicles with this thing, so that is one thing that you will always have to have a regular base for, is you will have to have a moon pool so that you can have the vehicle modification station. So there you go. You always have to have that. But anyway, that is all the time we have for right now. But this actual video is actually a bit long. So we're going to go ahead and say goodbye for now. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or subscribe. Both help me out very much. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.